Here's something nobody tells you when you decide to become a nurse in Canada. The salary numbers you see online, the one on government websites, the one on job postings, that's not what you take home. By the time you have paid tax, EI, CPP, pension, parking, union dues, scrubs, shoes, things that survive a 12-hour shift, you're working for a number that looks nothing like what they have advertised. I'm Ash. I'm a 4-year RPN in Canada, and today I'm going to walk you through real math. Not some else's example, not the actual breakdown of what Canadian RPNs earn and what it costs to live on it in 2026. Across Canada, there are over 60,000 RPNs. We make up nearly a third of the nursing regulatory workforces. And yes, most of us, especially new grads, walk into the job with zero understanding of what we are actually earning. Pay charts on government websites show wide ranges. Job postings advertise gross hourly rates. Nursing firms quote take-home numbers from 5 years ago. The truth is, most RPNs only figure it out the real take-home payments into the job when the bills start showing up, when the bank account doesn't match the expectation. So I'm doing the math out loud using public Ontario data so you don't have to figure it out the hard way. Let's start with what the system tells you are earning. In Ontario, the public RPN pay grade for 2026 ranges about $30 per hour at the start grade and $34 per hour at the top of the scale. Long-term care can be slightly less, hospitals can be slightly more, and agency work pays a little higherly rate but with no benefits. For this video, let's use $32 an hour for the realistic middle. A standard full-time RPN works around 75 hours every 2 weeks. That's roughly 1950 hours a year. So 62,400 a year sounds like a livable salary. Most pay calculators online stop there. They say, here's your gross income, here's your tax bracket, here's what you take home. But those calculators don't know you are a nurse, and that's the thing that hits the nursing paychecks are different. Let's walk through every line that comes off your paycheck before you ever see it. Federal and provincial income tax. At 62,400 in Ontario, your combined effective tax rate sits around 20 to 22%. That's about $13,000 a year. Gone. CPP, Canada Pension Plan. Contribute around 5.95% of your earnings to up to a maximum. For an RPN, that's about $3,200 a year. EI, Employment Insurance. About 1.66% of your earnings capped, roughly. That's around $1,000 a year. Provincial pension contribution. This is the biggest, one of the most calculators forget. If you work in a hospital or long-term care, HOOPP or OMERS, you're contributing around 9% of your earnings. That's roughly $5,600 a year. You get this back later in your retirement, but it's gone from this week's paycheck. Union dues. ONA, CUP, SEIU usually takes around 1 to 1.5% of your gross. That's about $700 to $900 a year. So now let's add it up. Take a second. 62,400 gross, 38,800 in your hand. That's nearly 24,000 between what they pay you and what you actually take home. Almost 40% of your pay never reaches your bank account. And we haven't even started on the cost of the job that we are doing yet. In episode 2, we are going to dive into the living expense of that RPN salary in 2026. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for more juicy info. Can't wait to share it with you all. Catch you later.